When you enter into the world of independent watchmaking, the watchmaking is not just about making watches to measure the time. It's rather about measuring and displaying the time in an interesting, individual and unique way. As the earth continues to spin and the universe continues to make its move. And this is precisely how we see the time change, from the days to night, winters to summers, and then from the rainy days into the sunny days. When the changing of time and transition of ambience perceived by our eyes is all about the universe that is anything but static, it makes sense to measure the time in a similar fashion, making not just a perfect alignment with the rotating and orbiting Earth, but also having the dial move in perfect harmony with how the universe around us rotates. CIGA designed Blue Planet, a GPHG award-winning watch, and the release that I previously captured in my video for the Blue Dial version doesn't require any introduction and does not need any description for what it has achieved in a rather very short time frame, thanks to the unique design elements and artistic way of displaying the time. I will link the video of my review of Blue Dial version on the top right corner of the screen. In this video, we are looking at the all-new version and release from the manufacturer, the Blue Planet Gilding version, and it goes without saying why it is called Gilding version. The golden tones you see on the dial are not just a paint. Rather, it's a result of 24-karat gold gilded dial. The three-dimensionality of the dial is achieved by allowing each gilded planet dial to undergo multiple intricate crafting processes, the production standards of which are so stringent that about half of the dials produced in the process are discarded when they don't meet the specs. The result is that the intricate dial details crisp oceans, sprawling mountains, and pristine land, acting as a constant reminder on our wrist of what we all share and what we must preserve. The dial, crafted with micro-craving and multi-layer gilding, reproduces the Earth in the same continent-to-ocean ratio and depicts the real altitude of the terrain. The depth and the three-dimensionality of the dial is an experience that is rarely seen on any watch, for basically any price point, and then the touch of gold, which uplifts the overall equation and the experience to another level of luxury, prestige, pleasure, and craftsmanship. If you are wondering, that CIGA design coated this time the watch case in black PVD or DLC. This is actually a fully ceramic case, meaning that you can virtually not scratch it, and it will maintain its looks and finish in a very long term. The finish on the ceramic pebble-like case is also not matte or brushed as you typically see. Rather, it's a highly polished case, and the finish really complements the looks and the aesthetics. It is also worth noting that it is far harder to polish a ceramic case than it is to polish a steel or precious metal case. To quantify the extent of effort in delivering this smooth, polished, and a case with tint of lasting shine, the process for this polishing takes over 200 hours to deliver these looks. Easier said than done. Unique to its design, the watch tells the time in its own distinctive way, and I explained its time reading and display functionality in my previous video of the Blue Dial version that I've linked to this video. In a sense, you have a fixed hour chapter ring at the dial periphery, which houses a rotating minute chapter. Then around the center dome part, where the Earth map is, you see a compass, which is essentially the pointer for time reading, and where the compass points is the reading of the hour and the minute to show the current time. The watch comes with a beautiful single-link ceramic bracelet, so the daily beating tolerance to day-to-day hits and bangs is not just limited to the case. Rather, it is also extended to the bracelet. The bracelet then further comes with a similar polished finish as the case, which works very well and gives the watch aesthetical looks. What's even more interesting is that while the case and the bracelet is all polished, I didn't notice that it was a fingerprint magnet either. So it's neither as such a blingy watch, nor does it make it too hard to keep it clean from unnecessary marks and fingerprints. CIGA Design further supply this watch with a very supple rubber strap too that also comes with a quick release spring system, so you can easily swap between the straps and different looks. Flipping the watch upside down, you see the crystal proudly stating the GPHG award reference and showcasing underneath an in-house designed and customized automatic movement. The rotor comes with CIGA Design signatures, and there's a decent amount of finishing and workmanship on display that adds to the experience. The movement features 30 jewels, offering a 40 hours of power reserve while beating at the frequency of 28,800 times an hour. The gold and the black just works, and I have previously shared my admiration for this particular combination with deep black case and the rich warm hues of the gold in the dial. And with CIGA Design Blue Planet Gilding version, the combination is just a winner, and there's simply not too many watches to compete with everything that this watch has to offer. In particular, if you consider this price point, I think there's simply nothing with such interesting and unique looks, and then the pleasure and peace of mind with the ceramic case and the bracelet. Needless to say that while the original version Blue Planet itself is a winner on one of the biggest world stage, CIGA Design might have just hit a home run with this new release in black and gold.